Diddy has been at the center of multiple lawsuits and shocking accusations, but one of his most overlooked connections is with a young Justin Bieber. While people have dissected Diddy's ties to countless celebrities, few talk about the bond he built with Bieber, starting when Justin was just a teenager. Justin Bieber's journey to stardom began in 2008 when music manager Scooter Braun discovered him on YouTube at just 13 years old. Recognizing his raw talent, Braun brought him to Atlanta, where Justin met Usher. Together, Usher and Braun formed a joint venture record label and officially signed Bieber, setting him on the path to becoming a global superstar. By 2010, Justin was selling out stadiums, topping charts, and dominating the music industry. But while the world was captivated by his meteoric rise, few paid attention to the people surrounding him behind the scenes, and that's where Diddy comes in. Most of the adults in Bieber's life were directly connected to his music career. Usher was a mentor who helped him transition from a viral sensation to a polished artist. But Diddy's interest in Bieber was different. Unlike Usher, Diddy wasn't guiding Bieber musically. His fascination with the teenage pop star seemed to go beyond business. It was about access, influence, and something else that didn't quite fit the mold of a typical industry cosign. Diddy promised 15-year-old Bieber something most teenagers could only dream of: a white Lamborghini Aventador. At the time, Diddy was promoting his album Last Train to Paris with his group Dirty Money, and many assumed his connection to Bieber was just a strategic move to align himself with the hottest new star. But the parallels to another young artist Diddy mentored in the 90s raised questions. Years before Bieber, a teenage Usher actually lived with Diddy in New York while learning the music business. Now, history seemed to be repeating itself, except this time, the young star in Diddy's orbit was Justin Bieber. By early 2010, Diddy and Bieber were frequently seen together at major industry events. Most people didn't think much of it after all. Diddy himself described their relationship as a simple friendship, but their connection ran deeper than public appearances. In 2011, during an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, Diddy spoke about Bieber in a way that left people with more questions than answers. He praised Justin as one of the greatest kids you could ever know. But when asked about what they did together behind the scenes, Diddy laughed it off, saying they don't talk about that on TV. At the time, the moment seemed harmless, just another Hollywood friendship. But looking back, it raises eyebrows. As Bieber's career continued skyrocketing, his personal struggles became more apparent. By 2015, at the age of 21, Bieber was still connected to Diddy, so much so that Diddy allegedly gave him his first shot of alcohol, an interaction caught on camera. In 2020, Bieber sat down for a raw and emotional interview with Zane Lowe, opening up about his past, self-destructive behavior, and the pressures of fame. But one moment stood out when he broke down in tears while talking about protecting Billie Eilish. He reflected on how difficult it was growing up in the industry, how people claimed to love him but turned their backs on him in an instant. He didn't want Billie to go through what he did. He wanted to make sure she didn't lose herself the way he almost did. Later that year, Bieber released Lonely, a song reflecting on the isolation of fame, how the world watched him struggle without stepping in. Then came Diddy's shocking arrest. For years, there had been whispers, allegations, and quiet conversations about Diddy's behavior. But now, the feds were involved. Many expected Bieber to speak out, given their history. But instead, he remained silent. According to unverified reports, Bieber has been keeping his distance from Diddy ever since the arrest. Some sources claim he's been advised to stay as far away as possible. And while none of this has been officially confirmed, it wouldn't be surprising. Bieber has been focused on his family, his newborn son, and moving forward with his life. But behind the scenes, sources say this has been difficult for him. Over the years, Bieber has been mistreated by many powerful figures in the music industry. There are even instances where well-known figures crossed serious lines with him, incidents most people don't even know about. His interview with James Corden, where a grown man made suggestive remarks to a 16-year-old Bieber on camera. Then there was the 2012 American Music Awards, when actress Jenny McCarthy physically grabbed and kissed Bieber without his consent while he was still a teenager. She later joked about it in an interview, calling it Cougar Grape. These moments were brushed off, but looking back, they highlight how Bieber was treated as a young star. For years, the media painted Bieber as a reckless, entitled pop star. Every mistake he made became a headline. Every outburst was labeled as bad behavior. But what if it wasn't just rebellion? What if his actions were a trauma response to the things he experienced behind the scenes? From the beginning, Diddy took a special interest in Bieber. The expensive gifts, the mentorship, it all seemed like an industry cosign. But looking back, was there something deeper happening? Years later, we see Bieber breaking down in an interview, desperately wanting to protect Billie Eilish from the same things he went through. And now, in the wake of Diddy's arrest, he's staying silent, distancing himself completely. We may never know the full truth, but one thing is clear: Bieber's rise to fame wasn't as glamorous as it seemed. And his silence on Diddy might just speak louder than any statement ever could. For more of this content, please like and subscribe.